Good morning, Jeannie here with Jeannie'sPaperCrafts.com, and I'm here this morning with a Pretty Paper, Pretty Ribbons design team post. And I thought I'd go ahead and share a video tutorial using the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition and the print and cut feature. Now, I've learned a couple tips through using the print and cut feature that work for me without having to do the advanced calibration. So I thought I'd share that with all of you because I really don't have any need to do the calibration and I don't know how to do it. So this is what I've found works best for me. So today what I want to do is I want to add a digital paper into this project, and then I want to change a couple of the elements of my cut file to match the colors in my digital paper. So the files that I'm going to be using are from prettypaperprettyribbons.blogspot.com, and the digital paper comes from the Christmas Brights Peppermint and Gingham collection, and then this super adorable little elf girl is from the Santa's Helpers cutting files, and you can purchase those at www.prettypapergraphics.com. And she has a ton of digital papers and cutting files that are just adorable, so definitely go ahead and check that out. So what I want to do is I want to print and cut just certain elements from this project that I've designed here. So I went ahead and put those onto a separate Silhouette Studio file so I can work with them. And when I do the print and cut, I want everything to be perfect. I don't want any white edges on any one side of my project, and I don't want them uneven. It's got to be perfect. So to find a way around that, all I've done is I've learned how to create an offset to allow the print to extend over my cut line just a little bit. So with your shape selected, go ahead and go up to the offset menu and just click offset, and you can just make the smallest amount possible and then click apply. And then while that's selected, once you do an offset, it automatically selects the offset. So go ahead and go up to your cut window and click no cut, because we don't want that line to cut out. We just want the inside layer that we already know fits our card base perfectly. So then, with that still selected, we can go ahead and add our digital paper. And before I was importing the digital paper into Silhouette Studio, but you don't really have to do that. So if you navigate to where your digital paper is, and then you just click and drag it onto your shape, and then let go, it'll fill in the shape just like that. So now if I zoom in, you can see that the pattern is going to extend to that second line that we're not going to cut. So when it does actually cut, it'll cut the inside line and everything will be perfect. So that's pretty much basically all you have to do to get it to cut to where you're not uneven on any one side. Now we're also going to do that for these little elements of the cut file. So if you go ahead and select these, go up to offset, create your offset, click apply, go to your cut window and click no cut. And do that for all the elements that you are going to be printing and cutting. Okay, so now that that's done, we need to extend the green color into this second layer as well so that it prints and cuts evenly. So all we need to do is select the layer and then go into your color menu and choose your color picker to pick whichever color you want in here. And as you move around your color picker, you can see it changes colors. Now I've already selected this one from the digital paper file. So if I just click it, oh, I gotta make sure my correct layer is selected, then it'll fill it in just like that. And sometimes it's hard to get this outer layer, but there we go. So now that one is done. So now we can go down here and just do the same thing. Choose your color picker and the inside. And just continue to fill all of the elements in with that color that you have. Okay, so if I zoom in again, you can see that the print on these ones is going to extend to that second line, but then your cut line in there, inside within the second layer, is going to cut perfectly within the green part, so you won't have any uneven sides. And then once you're done with that, always go up to your registration marks window and make sure that your show registration marks are set, because if those don't show up, then your Cameo can't detect where it needs to cut. And then once you're done with that, just send it to your printer and print it out. I always print on an 8.5 by 11 size paper, so that's why mine's set to that size. And then once it's printed, put it on your mat and send it through your Cameo and cut it out. And I will get this all cut out and printed and put together, and I'll share with you the finished project. And I hope this tip kind of helps you out a little bit to where you don't have to go through and do the calibration unless you really want to. And thanks for stopping by.